What's going on, guys? It's your girl Zombie Queen here, coming at you with a video that's going to help you tomorrow and also Sunday for the Rising Rampage sneak. I have read every single freaking card, and I actually have a list of possibly like 10 cards, but I'm going to give you a list of 7 cards I think that you absolutely need to be picking up. I don't know if any other YouTuber is doing this, but I hope that this video is going to help you in tomorrow and Sunday's sneak peeks. Gimmick Orochi Serpentine Sky Slasher. This card is broken. I'm going to go ahead and read you this card. It says, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, quick effect, you can banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down, special summon this card. You can banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, then target one face-up monster on the field, destroy it. You can use one Gimmick Orochi, the Serpentron Sky Slasher effect per turn and only once that turn. So the reason why I'm giving this number 7 is because this is a summon. It is a free monster. It is a level 8 and also it's a machine and dark. So reason why it's not really high up there, but it made the list from my 10 cards that I actually thought about putting on there. It can be really good with Orcust, but I really think that you have to base your deck around this specific card. Also, if you needed an extra monster and to go into, like, let's just say number 38, then that's your free monster right there to put in for 3 other cards. It kind of reminds me of Fairy Tale Snow, but Fairy Tale Snow, you can banish cards face up. This one's face down. I really think that this card is probably going to be seen here in the meta. Maybe something not to worry about, but it is a really good card that can just, it's literally a free summon, but it is a really good card. Alright, at number 6 is a TCG exclusive. You probably already guessed it. It's going to be Cap Shell. The reason why this one is number 6 and not number 7 is because it's a TCG exclusive card. It actually is really good. It's secret rare and it's just draws. It draws you card. It's definitely going to be Salamangreat, Alamanjar's best friend. Definitely summon that, go into that, and you get a free draw. So I don't know about you, but I'm picking up a play set. So definitely keep that on your list. I see this card definitely going to be in the Shaddoll Invoked meta. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to be tier 1, maybe tier 2, but I'm really excited to see how you players put together this card in your decks. I really think Shaddolls are going to be coming back, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't think they're going to be as good as they used to be, but it's definitely going to be there. Anyway, so at number 5 is going to be Win the Wind Charmer. The reason why I have this one at number 5 is because it is definitely something you need to watch out for. It is definitely going to be a card that can be used a lot, especially with hand traps. It requires 2 monsters, including a wind monster. So everyone's going to be having Drill and Lockbird in their deck. Hyate is also a wind monster. The rest of the cards, not the rest, but some of the cards that I have on this list are wind monsters. It's definitely going to be in use there, especially since its sister was a fire and it used 1 fire and we used hand traps for those. I really think this card is definitely going to be put into extra decks for sure. The card reads 2 monsters including a wind monster. This card is always treated as a familiar possessed card, just like its sisters. You can target 1 wind monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to the zone this card points to. If this link summoned card is destroyed by battle or is destroyed by an opponent's card effect while in its owner's monster zone, you can add 1 wind monster with 1500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Wind, the Wind Charmer variant, once per turn. This card is going to be so good. I really think it's going to be in the new meta. Definitely be picking up a couple of those, especially you can be using it as trade bait, but I really think that this card is definitely something that's going to be used a lot. Coming at number 4 is going to be Get Out. This card is being talked about all over Facebook, all over the internet. It is definitely a good card to pick up. Plus, it's a normal trap. You can definitely use it with Trap Trick and get it into your hand or on the field and use it right away. It's definitely a 1 for 2, so yeah. It reads, target 2 monsters from your opponent controls that were special summoned from the extra deck. Shuffle them into the deck. You can only activate 1 Get Out per turn. This card I really think is going to be used in the meta, especially with Trap Trick not being hit by the ban list. Excuse me. I definitely think that this is something that people are going to be using in their tier 1 decks. Coming at number 3 is Dragunity Knight Romulus. I probably slaughtered that name, but it is definitely a card that people are going to be using and picking up in this set. The card needs 2 dragons and or winged beast monsters except tokens. If this card is link summoned, you can add 1 Dragunity spell or trap or 1 Dragon Ravine from your deck to your hand. If a dragon monster is special summoned from the extra deck to a zone this card points to, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 dragon or winged beast monster from your hand in defense position, but for the rest of this turn, its effects, if any, are negated and it cannot be used as link material. You can only use each effect of Dragunity Knight Romulus once per turn. It's a wind. So there's another wind monster. I definitely think this card is going to be used with Tempest, since Tempest just got off the ban list and is at 1. I definitely think dragon decks are still going to be tier 1, and especially with this card, Tempest. Plus you can get the what's that card name? Dragon Ravine. You can even get that card into your hand. This card is just it's free. It's free summoning. That's plain and simple. This card is going to be so freaking good. Definitely be picking that up during your sneak peek. At number 2 is Storm Dragon. The reason why I really think you need to pick up this card is it's a free extender. Period. End of story. Free extender. It reads, you can only control 1 of this card. If you control a spellcaster monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 monster with 1500 attack and 200 defense in your graveyard, except this card to special summon it. It's a level 4, and it's a dragon, and it's a wind. Hey, look at there. I just think that people are overlooking this card, and I really think that this card is going to be used a lot. I can't stress it enough. And there's no downside to it. Alright, so number 1, everyone already knows what this card is going to be, because I bet you everyone is like picking it up already, pre-ordering it, is the Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. If you don't know what that card does, it's 2+ monsters with different names except tokens. You can only control 1 Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess. The original attack of this card becomes 800 to the number of link monsters used for its link summon. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can make this card lose exactly 800 attack, and if you do, negate the activation. This card is 4 freaking negates. And even if you only used, what is it? It's a link 4, and so what if you already negated twice and now it's at 1600? You still have 2 more negates. And plus, boards right now, this is definitely going to be used in tier 1 decks. Boards right now are going to have several options for negates, and this is just another multiple negator. So it's continuous, and it's freaking awesome. So this is definitely number 1 on my list. Yeah, it's just layering negates. I don't know what else to say. This card is so freaking broken. I can't wait to put it in my deck. I can't wait to see y'all in August. If you're going to the Tulsa Regional. If you want to see more from me, please make sure you visit my Patreon page. If you're even interested in going there at all. Make sure to please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to my channel. If you like the content, please leave me a comment letting me know that you do. More videos coming your way every Tuesday, box openings. Definitely going to be doing some vlogs now that I have a couple of requests. So, see you all later.